Coffee's boring, and, we love drinking, right? We want some alcohol. Otherwise, how do you make a move if she's sober? Oh, God. Plus, a lot harder to keep the conversation going in a coffee shop. In this case, it's not the ideal option, but in the case where the girl is maybe not ready to meet you one-on-one, inviting her out as a group could work. But in this case, you want to choose a different option. If a girl's active and she shows an interest in outdoor activities, that can be great, but in this case, it wasn't the option to choose. Ideally, we want nighttime plus drinks, right? To make sure the date goes as well as possible. So the bar is the best option. Hey. Hey.
Good to see you too.
Take a seat.
Thanks.
No, you don't sit opposite. Reason is, you can't touch her up. No, but seriously, it makes it a bit harder. When you're sitting side by side, you get to kind of take a break, look around the room. If there's an awkward silence, it's not so awkward. And like I said before, you can touch her. Come take a seat over here.
Thank you.
Perfect. So many people sit opposite each other on first dates and it gets really awkward because you've got that eye contact the whole time, you run out of stuff to say, it feels super uncomfortable, and the worst thing, you can't touch her up, right? So it's much better to sit side by side. So how have you been the past few days? What have you been doing?
Actually quite a lot. I went to the gym as usual, and then did some work, but it's boring, right?
Yeah.
And last night I watched a movie.
Okay, what movie?
It was Seven with Brad Pitt, a nice one.
Yeah, it's good, right? It's kind of psychological, serial killer, scary.
Oh, so you've seen it?
Yeah, I like
it is very scary. I liked it very much. I think it's very smart.
But it's a strange film for a girl. It's not like Sex and the City or like Finding Nemo or something. It's quite a tough film, right?
Yeah, it is. But I like tough films.
So you watch horror movies and things like that?
Yeah, I do. I do quite often. I think they make you think, and it's interesting.
But not. What if there's loads of blood and people dying? You can watch it, or you kind of cover your eyes and stuff.
Not like that. I wouldn't watch The Saw or something like that because it's stupid, I think. But this one is very smart. You should know if you watched it.
Yeah, it is very smart. You're always thinking about, how they can catch him and stuff. So
yeah,
it's
exactly.
Quite cool.
Exactly.
All right. What else have you got going on?
Actually, I'm moving house at the moment, and it's very, very difficult and annoying because there are all those boxes I have to move and all my stuff.
You have to pack things up.
Yeah, pack up and then transport it all. Oh, it's so difficult.
Yeah, they say it's a stressful thing to do to move house.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Well, listen, if I'm free, then I can definitely come and help you carry boxes or whatever you need.
Oh, really? Thank you for the
sure.
offer. It's very nice of you.
No, it's not right you doing heavy lifting and stuff yourself. Look at you in this dress and heels and coming downstairs. And
True.
No, it's physical work, so I'm happy to come do it.
Thanks. I will use your help.
No, and you can remember this rule for as long as you live. Don't do these favors for girls that you're romantically interested in until you're dating and preferably sleeping together, because otherwise you're just giving her too much too soon for no good reason. I know you're busy now with the house and stuff, but what do you normally do in your free time? Do you do any sports?
Yeah, of course I do sports.
Why, of course?
It's my main hobby, going to the gym actually.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I like it very much.
What do you do there?
I do a lot of different things actually. The main one is doing weights, usual stuff.
Okay.
And I also do 1 hour stretching a week.
Yeah.
It's very, very painful, but very rewarding as well.
For flexibility.
Yeah,
so you want to be able to do splits or
that's my goal.
Kick people in their heads and stuff like that.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, so, and also I do Pilates sometimes. Yeah, so it's interesting as well. And what about you? Do you do sports?
Yeah, I've done lots of sports. I used to do boxing, used to play squash. I always try and do something physical, and at the moment I just do normal gym, like weights and things. But I don't get huge because I don't do protein shakes and all this stuff. So
that's good.
Just go to the gym, and I'm doing things for like endurance, you know, have good fitness and whatever.
That's good.
And what else do you do apart from physical stuff?
Apart from physical stuff, I like reading. Actually, I read every day, and it's very, very interesting for me.
Oh yeah? What are you reading now, or what's the last book you read?
I've just finished Bulgakov's Master and Margarita, but it wasn't the first time I've ever read it. So.
You read it again? So
yeah, I like it very much.
One of your favorites?
Yeah, one of.
That's nice because it's classic literature, not like, you know, Harry Potter and Da Vinci Code and the girl with the dragon tattoo and all this stuff.
So you like reading as well?
Yeah, and I like reading not just fiction, but if I read fiction, I like classics, but I like reading sometimes psychology, business, biographies, all types of different stuff.
Yeah, that's interesting. I like psychology as well, and biographies of famous people. That's good.
Interesting, yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Cool. And tell me, do you do anything creative, or I don't know, like singing, dancing, playing the violin, whatever?
Actually, I'm absolutely useless at singing.
You can't sing?
Can't do that, and don't like it.
I was going to ask you to sing for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Maybe we'll get you lessons and you can sing for me.
That can be interesting. Maybe one day. And I can't play any musical instruments. Well, no.
Even this xylophone thing or the...
Maybe.
Do you know this triangle, that one? You just...
can do that, I think, because that's easy. And the creative thing I do is actually painting.
Thank you. Painting, eh? Well, listen, I'm very comfortable with myself, so if you ever want to paint someone nude, then just let me know.
I'm sorry, what? Really?
Yeah, you know, like lying on a couch and with some fruit and things like that. I think it would be nice, no?
That's not something I would paint. I think it's really weird.
You can do it without the fruit.
What? Really? No, I don't paint that. I think it's too much.
You don't paint people or naked people?
Actually, I try not to paint people at all.
Okay.
Especially
Animals,
nude.
or what do you paint?
No, I like, for example, beautiful scenery.
Or like landscapes.
Yeah, something from my imagination, something that helps to express emotions, you know.
Okay, very nice. A little bit too early to be sexual, and a little bit too early not to be connecting with her, right? So you found out one of her passions could be a really rich conversational subject. You've skipped over it and turned it silly and turned it kind of weird, so not good. Let's not leave this sitting here. Yeah, have a drink.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Cheers.
So tell me, how about traveling? Do you travel?
Oh yes, I do.
What do you normally do? Do cities or adventure holidays?
Actually, I like both. I like cities, and I went to many places in Europe. For example, Prague and Berlin and Rome. Rome is amazing, so I like that.
There, yeah.
Yeah, of course, Europe is beautiful, and I also went to some exotic places like Lebanon, for example.
Lebanon?
Yeah,
it's not dangerous there.
It was quite scary because I thought it was dangerous, but probably it wasn't at the moment. It was fun because I like to see different things and, you know.
Different cultures and whatever. But Rome is very touristy, right?
Yeah, all these crowds, you're right.
And then Lebanon is probably not very touristy, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely, very different.
So you like
can see the contrast.
Different kinds of things, not always the same stuff in the same hotel and speaking, you know, places where, because English people are different. Some like to go to for example, Spain, every year to the same place,
really?
only speak English, they don't know any Spanish.
That's quite boring.
Yeah, and then some people like just going somewhere super exotic where there are no tourists. I'm more like the second type. I don't like tourists.
Oh, really?
Yeah. If I go somewhere and there are other English people, oh no, you know, I feel like I'm in the wrong place.
Oh, really? So you don't like English people?
When I'm traveling somewhere and you're just surrounded by, you know, people from your country, you don't feel like you're traveling. And if everything's in English, you don't feel like you're traveling. So I like to go somewhere and only meet locals, to go to the local place. Like you would have seen it in Rome. You can go to some restaurants where it's all just Americans.
Yeah, just tourists all around.
Or you can go to a restaurant if you're lucky and you're like, oh, I'm sitting with Italians, so I must be in the right place, not the tourist.
Yeah, maybe you're right, actually. I should try that.
Yeah. And tell me, what's the I don't know, coolest place you've been or most interesting?
Something that I really liked, yeah?
Yeah.
Recently I went to Cuba and it was amazing. I really, really liked it.
Cuba? Isn't it like really dirty and isn't it communist? I mean...
Oh, no, it's not dirty at all. Have you been there?
No, but I heard it was very dirty, grimy. They have no Starbucks, they have no Four Seasons hotel, nothing. I don't know, just poor people on the street everywhere.
Maybe, but Four Seasons is not everything that matters, right?
No, of course, but I mean, there's none of that stuff, like international things that you're used to when you travel.
Yeah, maybe, but the place is actually very nice and the people are very, very friendly and sincere. And the scenery and nature, it's just amazing.
Fidel Castro, communism and all this, isn't it?
You're not going to be a politician there, are you?
Oh, I hope not. They'd probably kill me, wouldn't they?
No, don't think so.
It wasn't dangerous? You weren't followed by spies?
Not at all. It was very peaceful.
Okay.
If she's positive about something, why are you being negative about it?
And what about you? Do you like traveling?
Yeah, I do like travel. I don't like it as much as I did because when I was younger, I would go away for months at a time and just go to different countries and, you know, come back home and then 2 weeks later go away again. Now I'm more settled and I like spending time at home, but I would say like every month I like to go somewhere. And I spend a lot of time in Barcelona. I've got a nice place there, it's by the sea, and have it all, you know, nicely set up with big television and PlayStation and stuff, so it's really cool.
Oh, really? PlayStation, you said?
Yeah.
You play often?
Yeah, kind of.
Oh, really? I think games are just a waste of time. Don't you think so?
Well, yeah, maybe. Maybe it's kind of a waste of time. I could be doing other more useful stuff, so I could try and cut down. It's not that bad, is it?
I don't know, it depends on the amount of time actually.
So if it's like just 1 hour, it's okay, but if it's 6 hours a day, it's bad, yeah?
Even 1 hour a day I think is rather bad, isn't it?
Maybe you're right. I don't know.
So you don't own your decisions. You don't own your choices in life. No, it's not something for you to, you know, crumble at the first time that you meet someone that you like and she says she doesn't like something you're going to change. No, defend your position.
And what about you? Do you have any like guilty pleasures? You watch some really dumb TV shows, like reality stuff or something?
Well, let me think. Definitely not TV shows, because I never watch TV actually.
Never?
Never. I don't like it.
You don't have a television?
Only movies. I have television, but only for movies and stuff. And I need to tell you that one guilty pleasure I used to have was smoking, actually, but I managed to give up. And
are you sure you're not going to start again?
No, now
if I had a cigarette now and say, come on,
no,
smoke.
thank you. No, I gave up, so
That's
no
good.
more. And I think nothing else, basically.
All
And what
right.
about you?
Actually, people are often surprised when I tell them I've never tried a cigarette.
Oh, really?
never
Not
smoked them.
once.
No, I smoked other things, but never a cigarette.
Okay.
Strange, right?
Yeah, that's funny.
And in general, no, I think I'm quite
Nothing too bad, you know, not a crazy alcoholic or addicted to anything
That's
that I
good.
shouldn't be addicted to. So, no, it's not too bad. And let me ask something that's a little bit, for me, it's interesting, right? So, indulge me here.
Okay, go
What
on.
are your bad habits? Like, what are some bad qualities?
Like that. I think I can't really trust people well, so
Well,
sometimes...
you know you can trust me.
No,
Of
I
course
don't
you
know.
can.
Sometimes I can seem a little bit unfriendly with people I don't know.
Ah.
So maybe that's a bad point about me. And also, I'm crazy about being on time everywhere. So sometimes I'm panicking when I'm running late and can be really angry or something like that.
That might be a problem.
Really? Why?
Yeah.
You're always late.
I'm never late, but I
Don't
arrive.
tell me that.
I arrive like 3 seconds before.
Before.
Always
You're
before.
sure not after?
I'm late if it doesn't matter, but if it matters, like a flight or a train or when people are waiting, I'm not late. But if it doesn't really matter, if we kind of say, oh, around that time, then I wouldn't. And getting to the airport, yeah, not hours before. Hate it. So that might be a problem.
Yeah, that might be a problem actually, because I like to come in advance. Don't know what to do now. I can try it your way, because actually I end up wasting hours just
Well,
sitting there and
if
waiting.
in the future, right, this is our first date, but if in the future we go somewhere,
Okay.
you can just go to the airport like 5 hours before, do whatever you want,
I'll meet you there.
and I'll just come, I'll just come later and meet you on the plane.
Okay, that sounds funny.
All right. I need to figure out a way to touch her now.
Sorry. Could you please remove that?
Remove this, my hand?
Uh-huh.
Why, too soon?
Yeah, didn't like it.
All right, well, tell me when you're ready. Give me a sign. You can, I don't know, do this and this and this. It means you're ready or something, okay?
Okay, I will.
But don't leave it too long.
That could have been cool, but you drew too much attention to it. So when you do touch her, it should be quite innocuous.
So I can arrive like 1 minute before and you would have been there for 5 hours bored out of your brain.
Yeah, exactly. That sounds funny.
I need to figure out a way to touch her now. Tired.
Oh, I'm sorry. What's that?
Oh, don't be sorry. It's okay. It's a hand.
Could you please remove it?
Okay.
It's not really comfortable and awkward.
Bit soon?
Yes.
Alright, don't worry about it. Forget it ever happened. I won't tell
Okay.
anyone. Be our
Okay.
secret.
This old school move is actually not that bad if you do it a little bit tongue-in-cheek and you choose the right time to do it.
Did you like going out to bars, partying, all that stuff?
Actually, no, I don't really like it because people are just drinking there, and I
Brilliant.
don't really like to
Like
drink.
us?
No,
You don't like to drink? Cheers.
no,
Cheers to
they
that.
just cheers. I think they're just drinking a lot, and then they're crazy, dancing everywhere,
You
smoking.
mean like shots and...
Yeah, all this.
Hard
I don't
drinking.
really like that. Yeah, but sometimes I go with my friends when they make me go, basically.
You like
Yes.
dancing? Can you dance?
I really can dance when I feel like dancing, but it doesn't happen often. That's why I don't go.
So, do I believe you, yeah? So if I caught you in the club, you wouldn't be dancing on the bar or the table.
No, nothing like that, never.
You're controlled.
Yeah, I'm very,
Okay.
very self-controlled.
But you're single at the moment. You don't
Yes, I
go
am.
to bars to meet men?
Really, I don't think it's a perfect place to meet someone nice.
What do you do then? Internet?
No, internet, I don't believe in that. I think
Okay.
that it's better just to live your life, to work and go to the parks, wherever you go, and then one day you will meet someone when it's time.
That's very romantic. So you believe in fate.
Yeah, I do.
So you're single at the moment, right?
Yes,
you
I
haven't
am.
got secret lovers and husbands all around the world or something?
No.
Okay. And how is it? Because I know some girls, they're never single. They just have relationships, split up into the next one.
Yeah, maybe. I quite like it. I think it's better to be single than with someone you don't like or something like that. That's why I really enjoy that. I have a lot of free time to develop my personality and to do something, read and do more work. So I like it.
What's your longest relationship?
It was about a year.
A year? I once met a girl who said 2 weeks to that question.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's kind of weird. Don't
Amazing,
you think
right?
so?
Yeah, very strange.
What about you?
My longest was my first relationship, 2.5 years.
Oh, that's quite long.
Yeah. But how long have you been single this time?
It's about 3 months now.
3 months. If you don't mind me asking, and you don't have to answer if you don't want to, but why did you break up with your last man?
Oh, actually, we broke up because he was useless in bed.
Ah, I see. So, and how long were you together?
About 5 months.
So you're together for that long, then you were single for a while. So am I right in assuming that you haven't been satisfied properly in a while?
Kind of.
All right, well, that's all right. I'm not promising anything. Definitely not tonight because I have meetings tomorrow. But
Oh, really?
We'll see, yeah. We'll see what we can do.
Fine, that's fine. I'm okay with that.
If a girl puts it out there and she's already being sexual, then your response has to be to take it a little bit further, not too far, but definitely not to shy away from it. So it's the right option.
Well, looks like the taxi's here, but it was,
finally.
lovely evening. And
Not really.
okay, but how about a good night kiss before you go?
No, you're joking. I would rather kiss a dead fish.
Dead fish?
Yeah.
Was that bad?
Yeah.
Well, you did get to the end, so well done, but you made a lot of wrong choices there, so you didn't even get the number. You'll probably never see her again. You're going to be alone. It's just very sad. I'm sorry.
Oh, it looks like the taxi's already here, but it was wonderful spending time with you, and we should do this again sometime soon.
Yeah, I think so. I liked it.
All right, great. I'll think of something interesting to do. We can go, I don't know, play some sport or something like that, yeah?
I would love to. Great. You
Okay,
will
great.
message me then.
Yeah, sure.
Great.
Correct? That's the right option.